The oldest malt producer in Belgium, Castle Malting, is one of the oldest malting houses in the world. Castle Malting selects the most appropriate brewing barley for each malt. For more than 150 years, its know-how has contributed to a long Belgian beer-making tradition, recognized as a World Cultural Heritage by UNESCO. The main building of the plant was built in 1868 on the bank of the Canal, between Beloeil and Ath, where Castle Malting had its raw materials delivered by barge and train. At that time, it produced 2,000 to 3,000 tons of malt per year. Its proximity to the port of Antwerp opened up a market extending beyond the frontiers of Europe. The first large-scale exports began before the end of the 19th century, with the sale and delivery of malt to the United States. The plant expanded between 1868 and 1896 to reach a production capacity of 10,000 tons of malt per year. It was then one of the largest malting companies in the world. The plant was partially destroyed during the First World War. Its reconstruction in 1923 enabled it to produce 11,000 tons of malt per year. During the Second World War, Castle Malting was used by the Germans to dry chicory, which was used as a substitute for coffee. Following the destruction of the bridge in 1944, the building suffered extensive damage. Over the years that followed, Castle Malting regularly increased its production to reach 17,000 tons per year. It employed up to 120 workers. By the year 1970, there were still 64 workers with the facility producing upwards of 20,000 tons per annum. In 2003, Castle Malting targeted a new niche market, the craft brewers. The company then developed malts specifically intended for the brewing of specialty beers. Castle Malting then capitalized on exceptional techniques passed down from generation to generation over more than 130 years. It retained the old installations, which guarantee a traditional quality of malting that is unique in the world. It modernized and computerized production, installing a new roaster which enabled Castle Malting to increase the number of varieties and the quality of the malts produced. The old laboratory was updated with state-of-the-art equipment. A very large number of tests are performed throughout the production process. Castle Malting also invested in the construction of a pilot microbrewery. This is where it produces more specific brews that will serve as the basis for new recipes, as well as for training brewers to produce specialty beers. In 2014, Castle Malting also acquired a new distribution center at Gla for the storage, packaging, and delivery of entire spectrum of their products. In tune with its time, it became the first Green Malting Company in 2016, contributing to preserving waterways, recovering energy, and recycling the bio-waste. Finally, a new site was opened in 2017. Located in the eastern Belgium, it houses a second revolutionary roaster to satisfy an ever-growing demand. Castle Malting now employs over 82 people over 3 sites and produces a staggering 35,000 tons of malt per year. The wager on new requirements by the craft beer industry was well-founded, and in the process, a range of 74 specialty malts created and exported to no fewer than 146 countries.